Good morning. Thanks for joining us for my presentation today. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, in Australia. Now I'm going to switch things up just a little bit today. I'm going to show you the products that I'm using before I show you my card. So this is what I'm using. We're going to use the Trusty Tools stamp set, and they are coordinating dies. Now these dies are quite fun, but hang on, let me show you the paper before I show you the dies. Okay, I'm also using the hammered metal embossing folder, and then the paper is the Trusty Toolbox paper. Now this is a celebration item, so buy the bundle and you get to redeem the paper, and this paper is pretty awesome. These last two pages, except that I have two of the same one. Let me see if I've got the other one. Oh no, they are different. So the two with the tools have different tools on them, and what we were getting to earlier is the dies actually coordinate with the paper, so you can cut your tools with the dies. Just be aware that there are a lot of tools in this paper, and not all of them have coordinating dies. Okay, so if you've got time, you can just sit while you're watching TV and fussy cut all the tools. But the other thing with these dies is that you can also make up your own tools. So if you look, this is the drill here, so you could cut that out, but then somewhere over here, okay, you've got the drill bit. So if you cut that out of your holographic foil paper, you've then got a silver drill bit to go on your die. So play around with those tools because they are extremely versatile. So great stamp set for your masculine people, well, your male people that you're making masculine cards for. And let me now show you my card. Just getting my measurements ready. So as soon as I saw this tool set, I knew that I wanted to make a workbench. So there's my card top, and it looks like that. And you can flip that up and fold it flat to post it. Now all the measurements are in the PDF. So just reach out to the demonstrator that's invited you here, and they will be able to give you a copy of the PDF, which has all the measurements for all the projects that we're showing you today. So I'm not giving you the measurements. I will give you scoring measurements because we do have a little bit of scoring to do. So let me start with my card base, and I'm going to score this at 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 15 centimeters, and 18 centimeters. Okay, so if you're working in imperial, that's going to be 1.5, 2.5. No, scrap that, sorry, 1 1/4, 2.5, 6, and then 7 1/4. Right, hi Annette, I'm so pleased that you like this card because I have to admit that I was pretty excited about it. Now, pull it back in so you can see what I'm talking about. I am taking the easy way here, and I'm putting all DSP on it, but if you wanted to, you could stamp your tools and either color them, or they do have like a filler in, coloring in bit, if I pull this in. So, you know, your paintbrush handle here, you can put it in brown or pick your color and color it in, and the same for the handles of your hammer and your wrench and the tape measure. So you can either color or you can just stamp the color in. Okay, and now I have my strips that I've run through my embossing folder, and we're just going to stick those onto the 4 panels. Okay, I'm just looking because my husband told me that I'd stuck it on the wrong way. So apparently it needs to go that way with the embossed bits poking out, not in. I hope that I've got that right. Alright, we'll stick it the other way around for this one, and I'm sure he'll tell me afterwards whether I got it right or not. Okay. Guess that's the problem with Facebook Lives, is you have to watch me stick all 4 panels. If it was a video, I would just fast forward, but always have to have a dimensional backing floating in, and my card today doesn't use any dimensional, so I don't need to worry about losing them. And then I've got a plain smoky slate piece that I haven't embossed, which we're going to put at the back over here. And then I've got a black piece with another one of my embossed smoky slate pieces, which is going to fit on top of it. Now all that I'm going to do is fold up one side, and then we're going to stick that on like that, and it's going to fit there. So let's just try not to put too much glue on either side, but I think I'm better off putting it on the back of this piece because I'm sure to not judge the height correctly if I'm putting it on there. Okay, so we're just lining it up with the edge there and the bottom, and it should fit on that side. Alright, sorry, yes, we're having one of those days where my eyes are not seeing as well as I would like, so just bear with me. Give that glue a couple of seconds to hold. Now, if you wanted to, you don't have to have that piece going all the way down because it's pretty much hidden, but I just think it just looks neat if you happen to be looking at it from the bottom. Okay, now what we need to do is, this is the piece that's going to form the flap over here. So we're going to just score that one in half, and that's going to be at 3 centimeters, or if you're working in inches, it is 1 1/4 inches. And I have one more piece of paper which I have just gone and lost. Here it is. Can't see it because it's black. And this one we're going to score at 2 centimeters, or 3/4 of an inch on either side. I always laugh because I say that I don't know why I do it, but I think that if we actually ran a competition for who has the most pieces in their cards, I would win every time, and I think I would win again this time, although I haven't seen Annette's video yet, but she's up next and her card looks stunning, but maybe she wins more pieces than me this time around. Alright, now this piece here is going to be our bench support. Okay, so that means that it's, let's see if I can open this up so you can see, it's stuck in there so that when this folds down, it's not going to be able to just slip all the way down. Okay, so we're going to just pop some glue on either side over here. And then I'm going to put it inside my card. And I'm trying to line it up so that it's sitting along the top, but then just a little bit further in, and sort of roughly in the middle of the panel. So I'm trying to, let's just see, I can see what I'm doing. Let's just see here if I can angle that. Okay, so hopefully you can see from that camera angle what I've done. And yep, that piece has gone incredibly crooked as I moved it, but alright, so this piece isn't vitally important. You're not really going to see much of it. It's just there to stop our piece over here from falling in. And then some glue along here, and we're going to put that in. So I'm sticking it against this front piece with my fold along the top. Okay. And sometimes you feel like you actually need an extra few fingers to manipulate everything, but there we go. That's slotted in pretty well. And we'll just give it a couple of seconds to dry. Right. Now, this is one of the dies that makes all the little holes in here. This piece, and I can show you on my original card in You Live and Learn, I just took a piece and cut it to pretty much the size of the die. Now, that's fine, it looks okay. The only thing that I've realized is I would actually like it if this piece was a little bit smaller, so that when that pops down, it actually hooks underneath it and holds it in place. So I've cut this one and I've just guesstimated it. I counted 7 rows of holes, and that's where I've cut it. So I'm hoping that that's going to be the right size for us, and we're just going to put a bit of glue in between the holes. And stick that onto our smoky slate background, and I'll just give it again a couple of seconds for the glue to stick before I pull. Now, I'm actually intending to use this card. I've got a friend who's very good, he's very good at woodwork and stuff, and it's his birthday next month, so I'm not going to put Most Awesome Dad on it. I'm going to use this as a birthday card for him, so I'm not going to put a sentiment on right now because I'm going to use a happy birthday sentiment, but I am going to decorate. So here's some tools that I've cut out of that designer series paper. That's from that piece of paper that's got those sort of tape measures all the way across. I'll show you which one I'm talking about. That one there. So all I've done is cut a strip of it and cut it a little bit shorter, and then you can do whatever you like, put whichever tools anywhere you want. So I'm going to put this thingy over here, and I will admit that I may not know the names of all the tools. Ask me my Stampin' Up! Tools and I can tell you the names of everything, but these kind of tools, maybe not my thing. Okay, I know that this is a hammer, so I will use the hammer over here. And, you know, realistically, would you have a hammer hanging on the wall? Maybe not, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and I decided what I would do with this one was actually maybe a bit big. Maybe I'll just cut the end off. We can just have the drill sitting along the bottom of the floor. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have its own stand. There we go, that fits better. And like I say, you can have fun here and play with whichever tools you want to be sitting here. I'm going to leave space there for my sentiment to go. Okay, so let's just see. Right, it looks like that's probably going to work how I want it, and it should, if I manipulate it a little bit, sit just underneath the bits. Right, now we need, let's put one of those wrenches, make sure that we're in camera. Along here. And I'm going to put some of my tape measure and a pencil on the actual bench. And then these are really fun, and these are from the dies again, but you get these screws and nuts and things. Nuts, I don't know if they're nuts or washers or whatever they are, so I've cut some of those out of my holographic paper, and what I'm going to do is just put a couple of these in the corners over here. We could have at the top as well, but I'm just putting along the bottom. I maybe need to actually go and study a workbench a little bit closer and see exactly. Okay, hang on, I'm changing my mind about that one. I'll just put it, it can sit on the bench just because it has the different holes to the other one. I don't know, do we need to be this fussy? This one's got like the holes for a star screwdriver, and that one's got a round hole, so I'll just try and be consistent and use the same ones where they're supposedly holding my metal pieces on. Make sure we pick up the right one. There we go. And these little screws are kind of fun too. Alright, so we've got lots of fun with this bundle, and we'll just stick some more screws that have been left on the bench top. And of course I have glue all over my fingers now. It's funny, I think that this tape measure's cut a bit thicker than that one, so suddenly my bench top looks completely different to the other one. But that's the thing, is you're never going to get two cards that look exactly the same. even when you're making them yourself. I'm going to use my last one here as well. Alright, so this could be a birthday card, which it's going to be for me. I'll add the sentiment, which is not in the stamp set. Great for Father's Day, or if it's your dad's birthday, then you've got those dad sentiments. Okay, so there's our card, and like I said, we're going to just pop that up and fold it flat to post it. So one of those ones that looks fancy, but when you come down to making it, is actually not that difficult to make. Alright, so Annette's up in 7 minutes, and she's using the lovely lavender. And like I said, I've seen her card because I've seen that PDF, and her card is beautiful, so you're going to want to be back to watch that. And remember, we will pin, no, we won't pin, we'll have an album with a picture of the card with the video details in, so you can just go directly to that if you want to watch anything again. And just, you need the measurements, just reach out to the demonstrator that invited you, and they will happily send you that PDF document with all those measurements in. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will catch you again next time. Until then, bye.